Your chef Hapipadi is here to cook for you again. And this time we're going to cook something that's really internationally attractive, something that it's universally palatable, and it's actually a soup, and it's a patola. It's a patola soup with misua and ground beef. So basically, these are the ingredients that we need. Patola, it's I don't know what patola is in English, but I think it's like a Chinese white squash or something like that. I don't know. Better research what it really means, or what it really is in English. But in Filipino, it's called patola. Of course, we have our regular ingredients: the onions and garlic, chopped exactly like that. Very, very fine, very easy to do. And we begin, of course, by sottening our ground beef. It's good to add some water first and let the beef cook in just boiling water to make it soft and cook it nicely. Our assistant Angela cooking now. It's actually nice to use what he's using. It's a wooden ladle that allows you to have a better control of the stirring. And I think the taste of the wood actually can help in keeping the flavors consistent. Meanwhile, Mrs. Castillo is also now preparing the vegetables. The patola, we call it patola. Now, as it starts to sizzle, to cook in its own lard, this beef now is ready to be seasoned and to be mixed with the other ingredients. And if it's not producing enough lard and you feel like you want to cook it a little bit more so it can get just gently fried, make sure to add some vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is always good, very healthy for cooking, and keeps you heart healthy, just a tad bit. Okay. And then, of course, as usual, you throw the first ingredient that goes in together with the meat is your garlic. After just a little bit, we're now ready to throw in the next ingredient, which is the onions. You want to keep the onions just slightly cooked, a little bit brown. Don't brown it too much. In this noodle, you want the soup to be clear instead of colored with all kinds of browns coming from the pot. So you want to keep it as fresh and clean as you can, and not overcook any of the ingredients at this point. Very good. We're throwing in now the little bit of fish sauce. That'll take a substitute to salt. Gives it a little bit more of a flavor, a salty flavor. Just enough to bind the taste together. And the idea of doing that is to make sure that all the ingredients are actually soaked in the flavor of the sauce, the fish sauce, the saltiness of the fish sauce, as you bind all of the ingredients together. It smells good. Yummy. It smells yummy. And at this point, we are going to throw in just about a bowl of water. 2 cups of water going into the pot. Very good.
Cover.
So now,
Cover.
just stir it and then cover
Bring it to boil.
to a boil. Cover to bring it to a boil. This thing is in the boil, and now we're gonna use the very special noodles called, read my lips, misua. Say it, Angela.
Misua.
Misua. You see it right there. See? This is a very special Filipino noodle, and it has a very different consistency and a very different flavor. And this is the kind of noodle that you want to find in this particular soup, okay? So we're just gonna basically open the wrapping and throw in the misua in there. The misua is supposed to break down as it gets heated and as it boils in the water, as it's soaked in boiled water. That misua is going to disintegrate and get mixed with the soup. You will still see the misua though, but it's gonna be it's gonna be like small little pieces of noodles. It's not gonna be big. It's gonna be very thin. It's almost you won't almost notice it in the soup when you are actually sipping the broth of the soup. And immediately after throwing the miswa, probably just about after stirring it and making sure that everything is there together, everything is soaked in the water, you add the patola right away.
I didn't I say that shit's so silly? I do not keep up with statistics. I do not sleep without a mistress.
Now we're just going to let it simmer a little bit and then add some water later on. But right now we're gonna cover it again and let it bring it to a boil.
I'm holding in the heat like a fish stick. My phone it beeps because I missed it. I do not answer the call when do not know who you are. Then making no sense of it all. Say, can I get a witness? I'm only a boy in a story, just a hallucinatory, tripping on nothing there is, living in the wilderness. Tiger spot on my back, living life of a cat. I just wanna relax here and write another rap tune.
That looks really beautiful, doesn't it?
I can say just what I like, oh nothing can stop you.
And then once you get to the point when you can see that the patola is already cooked, you start to flavor it with all kinds of other things you want to add to it. So I'm going to give it a try. You can taste the patola already. We're going to flavor it with a little bit of soy sauce. And I would probably add a little bit of ground pepper. Just a little bit of ground pepper. We'll finish this thing very well. Success! Woohoo! Ginisang patola or sauteed patola soup with ground beef. Easy, delicious, nutritious, healthy, and definitely Filipino. Very exotic, very delicious, and it's very palatable. So it's actually a universal flavor. Anybody can eat this and really enjoy it because it's simple, and you'll never go wrong with a dish like this. Okay, I'm getting hungry already.
See the curtains hanging in the window in the evening on a Friday night.
And you know what? It's true what they say. Not only does a family that pray together stay together, the family that cooks together also stays together, and the family that eats together stays together. Here you go. And they also get fat together, according to my sister. Quote her on that.
Going through my mind.